you got a 12-car garage and you only got 15 cars? Cause we all just wanna be big rock stars and live in hilltop houses driving 15 cars.
Okay, so I am now here with Dakota, and we're gonna do another topic. So I think one that will be funny and good to do with you is that all the silent letters should be removed from words. Example, knife is spelled with a K. We would get rid of the K. And in Y, you don't pronounce the H, so we would get rid of the H. Do you like that? Okay, you can it's either that one or everybody has to be right-handed. As in, if you're a lefty, got to learn how to use your right hand.
That's offensive to me because I'm a lefty.
Okay, so am I. So I think it's then silent letters. Then, would you like to attack this or defend it?
I would like to. I think I would defend it.
You would so that means you think silent letters should be removed.
Yes.
Okay. Opening argument. I will give the floor to you, and you can give your opening argument.
So, I want to know what is the point of putting those letters in? There's no point of it. It's just adding an extra letter to it. So that way we have to make spelling class even harder. Like, there's no point.
No. Okay.
The only point in it is to give somebody the pain to have to spell it with that extra letter. You're not pronouncing it. It doesn't add any goodness to the word. It just makes the word worse. So I ask, what is the point of the silent letters?
That's funny, dude. So you're I guess to understand your argument is it makes spelling harder, and since we don't pronounce them, they shouldn't really be there because like other countries don't have them, right? Or kind of like that.
They are absolutely pointless.
They're 100% pointless. Well, okay, so so remember that this debate relies on it is not. Okay, so example, we did the katana thing, which means everybody gets a katana, but that does not mean everybody has had a katana from the beginning of time. It means everybody now gets a katana, and this also means that everybody now has to revert to spelling all the silent letter words without the silent letter. So I feel like that would be a very big learning curve, because I am used to spelling knife with a K. I mean, it doesn't make a lot of sense, but I am very used to...
Knifey, though. Like, who says knifey?
I'm pretty sure there is somebody in the world that says knifey. But I'm saying, like, even if we don't pronounce it, I feel like the silent letters are very helpful when you're writing. Because if I write no, as in K-N-O-W, and I take away that K, it turns the word no into now. In which writing, it's really hard. I know there are some words that are spelled the exact same. Let me see. Not a homophone, but they're spelled the exact same way.
Well, I have a question.
Oh,
with
like
knife, what other word could a knife be if you took away that K?
Knife. That's the only word it could be.
Yes, knife. All right. I'm talking about taking away the words that have no point in using it. All right. There's no point in putting that K in knife.
Can you give me an example besides knife?
Why? Like you said.
Okay.
Right?
Well, besides the two I've given.
Let me think. Let me think for a second.
Well, I'm saying in speech, yeah, we don't pronounce them. I mean, like I've never heard anybody say knifey, so you have that. But I'm saying when you're writing, it gets really confusing, and all you have to rely on is context. And if I say the guy, and I write the guy drew a knife spelled with a K, they're like, okay, I'm sorry, the guy knows this, okay? And I spell it without the K. It says the guy nows this, which might be taken differently in context, but it does make it pretty confusing.
But see, that with words like that, I'd be fine with the extra letter because it kind of adds.
It kind of needs it.
Yeah, it kind of needs it. But I'm trying. I can't think of any other words.
Well, there's plenty like through.
True. Okay. Well, what do you mean?
But
What are you talking about? Through. All right.
like through here THROUGH through.
It's
All
also.
you pronounce is a THROU, which I
Mhm.
agree that word. The only argument I have against taking away the letters is I've been spelling it THROUGH, and I've been using that extra GH ever since I was like 4. So if I was gonna like remove those letters, I would be like, it would make it really confusing. Now in speech, if I remove those letters, you have no idea.
Yeah. But wait. Okay.
Like, yeah,
So when we're debating this, we're not debating that we're like taking it that way throughout history. It's still saying the same. We're just now we're taking it away.
yeah, but now we have to take it away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I understand your point there. But what about the next generation? The English
So
slang has changed throughout generations. All right. It's always been changing. What if we change it for this generation to that?
okay, I see your point here. Like the older generation is learning how to use iPhones, and now like the newer generation
Yeah.
knows how to use it like that. Is that kind of what you're saying? I mean,
Yes. Like there are newer words like cap for like that's
well,
not true or something like that. See, that's kind of changing. But
yeah,
there's also
to
like
yeet is to throw, kind of.
but
Yeah.
also think about like whenever not Merriam-Webster, Noah Webster, whenever he wrote the dictionary, the American English Dictionary, he changed it from he edited it from the Old English Dictionary. Like now, like it used to be old was spelled OLDE. Now it's OLD.
Wait, really? Hold on.
Yes, yes,
Quick
and
fact check.
that's how they spell it in England. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure they used to. That I don't know if
You
they
are
do
correct,
now.
by the way.
Yes. My funny side joke. My dad, him and my uncle share an old tiller. For tilling up a garden, and my dad labels stuff, and for the tiller oil, he wrote "ye old tiller" as a joke.
Okay.
But kind of side note there. But yeah, so stuff like that changed. Are we affected by it now? No. Do you see my point there? It changed
I
from
can
that
see your point there,
generation.
but okay. So I remember when I was in 3rd grade, and I'd say I'd say up to 6th, there was this new math curriculum. I'm not sure what it was called, but I was learning. I was learning like okay. So my mom taught me how to do 2 plus 2, as an example. But my school taught me how to do 2 plus 2 in a different way. Instead of adding 2 of one group and 2 of another group, I'm adding okay, and instead of adding, okay, that's a really bad example, but I'm saying they taught it in a different way. But then, I'd say a good 3 years later, the school reverted back to the old way, meaning they made a mistake. And I'm saying it might be okay for the new generation to spell words without the silent letters, but if we made a mistake and we realize that these letters have to be here, it'll throw off it'll throw off these people's learning. And by the way, your mic
Yes,
has been cutting out, so can you say that again?
yes, but what Noah Webster did was he fact checked it. You know how long it took him to write the American English language
How
with the
long?
dictionary? I don't remember how much, but it was like his whole lifetime. It took a while because there was a lot of fact checking, and we can do that quicker now because we have the internet. All right, he didn't have the internet. He was creating this all. He didn't have the internet. He had books. You had to go to the library and find books. What? But we can just search it up on Google. Like I can hear your keyboard typing right now. You looked up on Google something. I don't know what it is, but you were looking something
From
up.
okay, this site might not be 100% credible, but it's from 18. This is not just Noah Webster's work, but it's from 1828 to about 1934 for the modern day version. For his version, it took from 1828 to 1847.
Yes, 1828 to 1837. That's 20-something years.
So it took
Now
a
we can
while.
do that in a short time, but we still have to make sure that we're doing the fact check, and it would be perfectly fine if we can fix that. There would be nothing wrong with it because we're fact checking it. All right. I'm sure what your school did, it didn't probably fact check it. You have to. They
This
weren't
was
looking at the. They weren't looking at the actual true facts. All right. No, Webster. He took the time to look at the facts. All right, and he put hard work in for it.
well, who decides what's fact? I mean, like, you got to think about that. I mean, like, is it just like
I
every
think
government leader says, or every government leader in America, or I'm sorry, every English like book writer slash what do you call them, scholars? Every English scholar says, okay, we're removing all the letters. Is that like the official final law on this, or who is the law to change it? And like, are they credible or not?
I think the law, there wouldn't be a certain law. It'd be a certain country pointing this out and fixing it the way they decide to. Um, but what I said about like the fact checking is about like making sure there aren't like what you said earlier with no, now, and like you know something or this isn't correct, no, or and then now.
Yeah.
What they would be doing would they be checking that out to make sure they're not messing that up with different words.
So what you're saying is words that absolutely need it. I think we've done this, but like words like no and now, it absolutely needs that K to separate it from a
Yes.
different word. But
Yes.
words like knife doesn't need it just
Yeah.
because it all it has is the N.
Yes,
Okay.
that is what I'm saying.
Okay, I really don't have any more reasons to go against this. In my personal opinion, I don't think the silent letters are going anywhere for quite a long time. Just because we
Yeah,
don't
neither
need
do
the
I.
just because we don't need them doesn't mean I mean, well, you got to think about it. They're there for a reason right now. And until the English
Some of
language,
them aren't. Some of them aren't.
some
But
of them are. Yeah,
yeah.
some of them are just a little bit dumb, but I mean, they're
Mhm.
there for most of them are there for a
Mhm.
reason, and until
Yes.
English gets further, I don't think they're going
Mhm.
anywhere.
Yeah, I agree there. What we have to do is that we just well, there isn't really much we can do.
So, okay, so I didn't do this with Gabe, but I think what is a takeaway from this quote unquote debate?
Some people work hard to be lazy, like how people are with debating this. Even if I think some people might actually be truly debating this, and if you're actually putting in the time to do it, I didn't put any time into this.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean, I just got it
that
up, but
makes
I'm
it
sure,
makes it more real.
yeah, but I'm sure like but some people are probably like actually looking stuff up like this, trying to figure out like should we actually do this. I think that's working hard to be lazy, and people are just
To those people out there,
yeah.
our future and our children's future is in your
Let,
hands.
yes,
So please be
don't make
careful.
us lazy. Yeah, we're working too hard to be lazy.
Okay, I'd say my takeaway is language. The English language in general is kind of confusing, and
Yes.
anybody that doesn't know it and learns it is very impressive. And hats off to you.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So I
Yes.
believe that wraps this up. Thank you.
You're welcome.
See ya.
See ya.